followers wanted me to do a video on being a non-emotional parent. And so while I'm on here, why not? And then I'll load it back to YouTube. So a non-emotional parent is a parent that don't talk to their child, no hugging, no kissing, no tub time, no teaching of things that the child needs to know about life. You just pretty much letting them raise themselves. You too busy, you never home, and when you home, it's like you're not home. It's just a detachment, you know. A child knows when a parent is loving, because you get hugs, you get forehead kisses, you get all that mushy stuff. You might be sitting on the couch and they just in your lap, and it doesn't matter what age you are. My daughter is 34 and she will come on the couch and lay in my arms and all up in my bosom right now. So if you're not getting that, that's emotionally detached. And so I was asked, what is emotionally uninvolved? What is a non-emotional uninvolved parent? That's what it is. And what happens is you raise children that's raising themselves, and they grow up and they find themselves in abusive relationships, abusive friendships. Why? Because they're looking for love they didn't get from you or the parents. So that is what that means. Any other questions you can ask in the comments, because I'm here for it tonight. And you know, I'm not the greatest and I'm not no parent counselor, but I did well raising mine. And I'm currently helping my daughter raise my granddaughter. And so it's a lot. I noticed that this generation is way different than 34 years ago or even 15 years ago. And I know parents are working hard. Parents are doing a lot. You know, you don't feel guilty because you're taking and providing for your children. But even though you working hard and you provide for your children, you still need to be an emotional parent. You know, and you shouldn't be selfish about that. Or get some help. You know, get some help with the love, because children should grow in love. Children should grow in loving households. Children should not feel detached from their parents that they're in a house with. That is a very sad feeling, very sad situation. And I know children who definitely are detached from their parents, and it's really the single parents. And I feel sorry for y'all, because you just doing the best you can. But I don't feel guilty for you, because I was a single mom, single parenting, and I found a way to be an emotional, loving mom and go to work and be self-employed and take care of my children by myself. So I don't have a whole lot of guilt or concern for someone who making excuses for not loving their children properly. I just don't have no excuses for it, because what is going to happen is they're going to end up going somewhere, being somewhere that they don't really want to be, but they just looking for love because somebody's giving them that attention. So I hope I answered that question pretty good for the one who asked me to explain what is a non-emotional parent, because she says she grew up in a house with a mother and a father, and they never talked to them, never really no major conversations, you know, just stuff that you might be sitting to the dinner table talking about and just be like, hey, you know, how was your day or whatever. Like, do parents even do that anymore? Like, in this house, at 7 o'clock is dinner time during the week, because my daughter wants to talk to my granddaughter and see how her day was going, what the teacher's talking about, how she feeling, what is her mental situation. And the only way you're going to get that is sit down. You got to sit down and remove those phones and have a conversation, whether it's 30 minutes to 45 minutes to whatever minutes. You have to do that. And that's an emotional parent. That's emotional parenting. Taking time to hear your child, hear how they day going, hear how they feel, whether it's about you or the house or outside. Kids have a voice too. They really do. And you can't ignore that fact. And when it's ignored, it's going to be a problem. And so I hope this really do help someone who is struggling with, because a lot of times parents don't even know that they're not emotionally attached. That's the crazy part. Because I know two women right now, um, their children felt that they were emotionally attached. I don't know how I become a therapist sometimes for people, but I was like, what you call it, in the middle of a parents and the child, just kind of like a listener. And the parent came up with so much reasons why what the child was saying was not fair. And I'm like, at that point, I had to stop and say, I understand what the child means, because the child is reaching out to you, need me as a mediator. You ain't listening to nothing the child saying. You just saying how you feel. You have to listen to your children also. They're little human beings. They have feelings and emotions just like you have. They just a little version. And so when I said that, the mother then looked further into what her child was saying. And it wasn't about her. It was about the child, what she was feeling. And the child simply said, this is what I'm talking about. My mom is emotionally detached because all she sees is I'm feeding you, putting clothes on your back, you got a roof over your head. What do you want? Because the mother was burnt out. And she had to deal with her feelings. And her feelings had nothing to do with her child. But she realized she was taking it out on her child. And the child was feeling it. And that was the problem. And it's just like, that's why people go to counseling. And a lot of people don't want to go to counseling because they like, I don't want people to know what's going on in my house, because they might come take the kids and ain't no reason to take them. Which is true, because sometimes what them kids be saying, you would want to question. But the kids don't even mean no harm. They're children. They say how they feel. And that's what y'all have to listen to. If you listen to them, it won't go deep. The mother was going through motherly things that mothers go through. And we just thinking, we're going to keep it to ourselves. We're just going through it. The silent hurts of a mother, the silent hurts of a woman. You like, this little person can't help me, so I'm not going to sit here and tell them all the problems I'm having in this house that they don't see. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm feeding them, clothing them, they got a roof over their head, they better leave me alone. But that's not what you should do, because in the invisible part of it, you're neglecting your child because of your personal problems. And you think that you're a good parent because you're doing what? Feeding them, clothing them, keeping a roof over their head, which you are. But it takes a little bit more also. And that's that emotional parenting that you're leaving out. And the child suffers from no hugs. The child suffers from no forehead kisses. The child suffers when you don't run them bath water and read them stories and take out the Bible sometime and read the Word of God, or just tell them that they're beautiful or you smell good. Teach them how to, be feminine. Teach them how to, the mother-daughter things or the mother-son things. And then they go out into the world and they get what they want. And then now you really big mad because you wondering, what happened? Where did I go wrong as a parent? And the only thing you went wrong with is you wasn't emotional. And emotions and mental go together. Because mentally, the child is going through something. They feel like, are you my mom? Well, I don't feel like you're my mom. And then promises. Don't promise your kids something you can't keep. and just be like, oh, they my kids. They little people, I'll make it I'll make it up to them. Make it up to them. They looking at you like you're a liar. You know what I'm saying? And you, because you the mother, you like, you in control. You like, I don't really care how they feel. But the child is judging you. Big judging you. Because you know what? They look at us like a movie. We the biggest television they ever seen in their life. And how you show them your movie is how they respond. So I hope that helps somebody.